We're going to give away $500 here and there. We're going to give away like $3,000 at the end in $1,000 increments. I mean, it's exciting, but you got to be here and you got to stay focused. And I want to see lots of excitement on your faces. Does that sound like a good deal? Yeah? Give me some cheers. Yeah, I'm seeing it in the chat a little bit. All right, you guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, put it in the chat. Who's excited? I want to see you also. I want to see your images jumping up and down. If you're not slamming that laptop against your face, you're not excited enough. That's how good this call is going to be. And it's not just about the money. It's about all the fun announcements and trainings and you name it. All right, now that chat is blowing up. Better excitement. That's what I like to see. All right, you guys, I don't want to waste any more time. But before I introduce our first speaker, how about we kick things off with a giveaway? Anybody want to win 500 bucks? Yeah? Are we excited about $500? All right, here's how we're going to do it. Okay, Ryan Flatt, give it up for him in the chat, you guys. He's amazing. He's running everything behind the scenes. Ryan has all of your names, right? If you registered for this call, he has all of your names on a little spinny wheel thingy. That's what I'm going to call it, a spinny wheel thingy. And when I say go, he's going to spin that wheel, and we're going to pick our first winner. And that winner is going to get $500 that will be added to their commissions. That's how we're going to pay that out to you. All right, we'll put it in your commissions check. But one rule you have to understand here, okay? When we spin that wheel and we choose a winner, I need the chat to go silent. I don't want anyone to write anything, just for about 30 seconds, because we want to know if the winner is here, right? Because if that winner doesn't put anything in the chat, then we know they're not here, and we got to spin again, and you guys have a chance to win, okay? So that's the rule. So I encourage everybody, stop putting things in the chat. This will be the only time I ever ask you this. Don't put anything in the chat just for a minute while we spin that wheel. And then the winner, as soon as you see your name, I need you to put in the chat, I'm here. All right? So we know you're here. All right, Ryan, go ahead and spin that wheel. Let's give away $500. I am pumped. You guys, and do you notice, by the way, it looks like a brown, boring wheel. It's because there's so many names, you can't even see them. And the first winner is a name that I will never be able to pronounce correctly, Oneri Urena. Are you here? Oneri, put it in the chat. Are you here, Oneri? Nobody else write anything? We're going to count it down. I'm going to count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, getting uncomfortable. 2, Oneri, are you here? 1. Okay, I'll start from 3 just in case. 3, 2, 1. Steve, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Did you see the name pop up? Oh, keep going. Thumbs down. Okay, Ryan, we're spinning again. Oneri, we love you, but we did not see you right in the chat. Hope you guys are paying attention because here we go again. And again, I just want to reiterate, this wheel looks so ugly, but it's really beautiful because it means there are so many people that registered for this call. I think we had around 1,500 registered, so you can't even see the names. Rita Baglin, nobody else put anything in the chat. Rita Baglin, are you here? Because if you are, I've got $500 for you. $500, Rita. You got to put it in the chat. Just say, I am here if you are here, Rita. I'm going to start counting down again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Rita, I don't see it. Did you see it, Steve? Thumbs down. Dawn's telling me down. We're going again. We're going again. Alexis Adame is saying next, even when I'm on like number 9. So, all right, Rita, we love you, but we are on to the next. My gosh, who doesn't want this money? I was joking before the call. I'm like, it's just going to be me and Ryan's names on there. Everyone's going to be really disappointed when me and Ryan win all the money. But no, you guys don't want it anyway. I mean, come on. Come on. All right, Natalie Primont. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Natalie, if you are here, $500, congratulations. Come on, put it in the chat. Are you here, Natalie? Counting down. 10. Oh, she's here. I saw it pop up. Natalie, congratulations. We love you. Oh, my gosh. If we would have had to go through like 20 names, I'd have no voice left. Way to go, Natalie. We're excited for you. $500. Now blow up the chat, you guys. Let Natalie know you love her. And now you guys know how this is going to work. We're going to do giveaways throughout the call. I think with every speaker, we're going to give away some money and then a whole bunch of money at the end. So make sure you are here the whole time and you are paying attention, because you do need to comment once you win. Okay? All right. So without further ado, let me introduce our first speaker, who's going to give an amazing recap of the year. You guys, this is someone who needs no introduction. She's one of the brightest minds in the business. She's a truly kind person, and she is a transformational CEO. But my favorite thing is the accent. You guys, give it up for CEO Sharon Walsh.
Thanks so much, Mike, and congratulations. We had our first winner. Look, I'm seeing a couple of questions. If you registered to be on this call, your name's in the mix, so you don't have to register again for anything. When you registered for the call, you were already on that wheel. So don't worry, if you're here, you're on that wheel. So good luck to all of you. As Mike mentioned, there's plenty of cash to go for the rest of the evening. But I do want to spend some time firstly to say thank you all so much. The year flew by. It's hard to believe that we're already here thinking about 2026 and all the wonderful things that we have. But it's been a great year, and all of the effort we put in, all of the staff in the building here at Gilbert and around the world, none of that would mean anything if it wasn't for each and every one of you. So I first want to kick off this call by saying thank you all so much for being a part of this incredible community and for all of your contributions across the course of 2025. Now, I also wanted to let you know we launched our December Celebrate magazine. There's nothing better than seeing recognition and hearing the stories of what's happening for people in the Isagenix community around the world. Front page, you've got Hillary and Justin Courtney and family, fantastic leaders at Isagenix. You can access that, Isa Movie, Isa Business. It was sent out via email. So share that with your team if they don't see that. Wonderful stories, lots of recognition from all around the world, from all around the Isagenix world. So I hope you get your hands on that as well. If you haven't already, then let's reflect a little bit for 2025, all the wonderful things that have happened here at Isagenix. We added over 80,000 new members, and these numbers don't include December. We did those at the end of November. We added 80,000 new members thanks to all of you who share Isagenix and go out and tell the world about what we have to offer. We shipped now over 1.2 million orders around the country, here in the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Europe. We launched some new products. Something that Isagenix has been very focused on in the last few years is really refreshing our product lineup and launching great products. We've done 3.5 million of new products here and just in the US and Canada with Clear Protein, Harmonia, and Creatine. In fact, since 2021, guys, we've done almost $600 million of sales in brand new products and new product development. So we have a wonderful roadmap. We've been successful over the last few years. And 2026, I'm going to share a little bit about what's coming in 2026. Is going to be no different. This year, we added the wonderful Dr. Mia Chorney to our science advisory board. If you were at ISA Connect, you would have got to see Dr. Mia on stage. There's so much great content she's developed, and yes, she is fantastic. She's been a wonderful contributor. She is in the thick of really helping us develop more and more products focused on not just on overall health, but yes, there has been a gap for women's health, and Isagenix wouldn't be the wonderful wellness company that it is if we weren't really focused on looking after women at every stage in their life. So men, we got you covered. We launched Harmonia this year, and we'll be talking more about hormone health for both men and women with Dr. Mia on board. 10,000 new members were reactivated this year just through email campaigns. So with the new product launches, or if we've got an offer, we're sending an email out, and all of that volume flows up the tree through your organizations. That was a much higher reactivation rate this year than we saw a year prior. So that's all wonderful. And we focused on our international expansion. We're seeing fantastic growth come out of Europe with France, Spain, Portugal. I looked at the numbers for Italy heating up today. 48% growth just in France, 56% new member growth across that region. And we added a new country to the lineup in Cyprus. We just opened Cyprus last month. Very exciting what's happening in Europe. And I know a lot of you have stayed up late. I see a lot of our European members in the chat and joining the call. So congratulations to all of you for the fantastic things you've been doing. And one of the things we'll talk about, I know Steve's got some information to share with you, but when we see businesses growing across Isagenix here in the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and all the businesses growing across Europe, one of the things that we're seeing them all do consistently is hold events. There is a resurgence of focus on getting together and connecting, and all of those people are doing wonderful events. The team kicked off what we called ISA Socials just a few months ago, and they've been incredibly successful. 363 new enrollments for 24 events, guys. That's a fantastic rate of about 15 new enrollment per ISA Social. So Steve will talk more about that, and we've got so many in the lineup. So thank you to all of you who have said, I want to be a part of the ISA Socials, because there are so many coming that all of you can plug into. We went back to good old ISA Movie and relaunched our ISA Movie page. And there's so much great new content on there, new business videos, new product videos. I want you all to set a goal for the year. We'll talk about that. One of the things that really set us apart was the simplicity of our U+2 Them +2 program, how to show people how to get paid, how to get their products paid for, and all of that video content is there for you. So one of the goals we should set for 2026 is, if you're interested in making Isagenix, getting your product paid for, building a business, or be it small or large, learning the comp plan and understanding how to share that is goal number one. So make that a goal and get into that video content, and that will be your guide. We launched a Wellness Edge call every Wednesday, Wellness Edge, where we're focused on a specific topic, and we have an expert join. Dr. Paula Sierra, Dr. Mia, and some of our other associates have really lent their support and knowledge to those calls. They've been fantastic. Again, very focused on you bringing people who might be interested in learning more to those calls. And look, 2,500 unique attendees and 1,500 new enrollments from those calls. So thank you for using them for what they're intended for, and that's sharing the Isagenix message. And we just kicked off a podcast. We've had 7,000 downloads. We're just getting that started. So that's a little snapshot of what, some of the numbers for 2025. And we'll be sharing more this year. We moved Celebration to February here in lovely Phoenix. February is definitely the best time of year to come to Phoenix. The weather is exceptional. You'll be able to come to home office, and we love having tours, and our visitors come and see the new look. We've got a beautiful new designed office with a great tour experience. So February 5 to 8 in Phoenix. Anyone who is in the chair at Celebration will have the very best offers when it comes to product, the very best packs that we've put together for that event, and some special announcements that I'm going to keep to myself for that event in February. So if you are thinking about it, you haven't committed yet, definitely start looking. It is a busy time in Phoenix, so talk to your friends, get an Airbnb, collaborate, come together and join us all. We'd love to see you. Now, I know everyone at Isagenix loves products, and of course we have an incredible lineup for you in 2026. I would say there are some products here that I am incredibly excited about. Our first line is a whole new category that came to life through conversations we have. We have different leadership conversations across the course of the year. We didn't have a field advisory board this year, but we've had lots of different groups in giving us input, feedback, ideas, etc. And one that was born was what we call Everclean Living. Everclean Living runs right alongside our philosophy. We clean our body, we cleanse our body, and we also need to ensure that we're cleansing our home, because where some of the harshest chemicals are in our cleaning products. The ways in which we want to keep our homes clean can at times bring some of the harshest chemicals and issues, hormone disruptors, etc., to the family. So Everclean Living is our first launch into our home care line. At Celebration, we'll be releasing an exclusive pack for people in the room, and we're going to expand on this as we go. This is the beginning. And there are some other products to come. So I want to share with you a little overview of what this lineup looks like. And remember, this is another way for you to shop from your own store, replace some of that spend, and always, always with a no compromise approach to your health and well-being. So again, this is about keeping your home cleaning products as clean, family friendly, and safe as possible. We'll walk through this little lineup. The first product is one that you'll be using across every surface. This is a multi-surface cleaner. And again, no synthetics, none of the nasties, guys. And again, as we know, you smell the fumes and some of the ingredients when you turn over and look at your cleaning products. We want to clean home, but we want to do it without bringing any harsh synthetic chemicals. So this is a product that you can use in your glass, bench tops, all over the place. And one of the goals here when we launch this is not just to bring you a product that is clean and safe and chemical free, but that is very, very effective. We want to ensure that you get great results, that you feel good about how clean and effective these products are. So none of the nasties, all of the good stuff. The first one, multi-purpose cleaner, comes with a bottle. Drop the little pill in, it'll dissolve, and you are good to go. Of course, we need to have some great cloths. These cloths replace about 15 rolls of paper towel. Machine washable, fully biodegradable and compostable, so they're great for the planet as well. These are fantastic products. You'll love these cloths, and I know simple things, but sometimes when you get a great product like this, you know in the chat how good it is to have a great product that you can machine wash and use and be very, very effective. And of course, the next area is where some of the harshest chemicals are in our bathroom cleaners, on those hard surfaces where there's soap, scum, etc. This product is not your mum's Ajax. I don't know what you called it here in the US at the time, but you know, the old powdered cleansers. This is a fantastic product. So this is a powder type cleaning product you use with the brush. Incredible. Your bathroom will sparkle. None of the synthetics, none of the solvents, none of the things that can really be problematic when it comes to cleaning those hard surfaces in the bathroom. This is a great product. I'm very confident you'll love this one, and you will get to read all this information of what it doesn't include. Very plant and mineral based. These are mineral based products. Very, very safe and friendly for the whole family. Another area that we're addressing, of course, is washing. We wash so many clothes. Again, no parabens, no phthalates, no chlorine bleach, no dyes. So simple to travel with. So simple to put a couple in little Ziploc or take the whole sheet and travel with if you want to. Great for heavy, heavy washes. Again, we have tested these for effectiveness. As much as they had to satisfy all of our requirements when it came to clean and safe, they really had to do the job and be competitive with the best in the market that's out there. We feel very good about these. Everybody in the office has tested these so many times. So these are our laundry sheets. Just drop them in, fully dissolve. Great results when the products come out, and that's sports clothes, dirty clothes, etc. So along with that, we brought a stain stick. Again, get some of those stubborn stains out. Super simple, easy to use, with none of the nasties, no plastic, no waste, no drips. Again, no harsh chemicals. And the last one is our dryer balls. 100% New Zealand organic wool will round out the Everclean Living Pack, all available for you, for those of you who will be at celebration. Best price, best deal, best little pack. And you'll get a beautiful bag, a little carry bag that will all come with to take home on the plane with our new brand. So our new category is called Everclean Living. This is the beginning. Yes, we've got dishwasher coming with none of the microplastics. Huge area we'll be focused on, because that's something we have to pay more attention to. So more will come this year, but this is the kickoff. So I love this category, but this next product, I told you last year, and we had a little video about what was going to be Collagen 2.0. I'm sure some of you are asking, well, what happened to that? Well, we were working very hard on that next level formula, but what we couldn't do is get it to taste as good as you already have and to be as good as you've got tasting wise, but with some better results. So sometimes some of your frustrations can open new doors. And this product, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a 2026 highlight, I absolutely assure you. This is 10 grams of marine collagen in a lightly sparkling, luminous lemonade that tastes amazing with biotin and hyaluronic acid. And it costs about the same price per can as you will as an individual bottle. So yes, we're still selling our beautiful collagen shots, but Be a Glow is going to light your life up at the end of first quarter. So we'll talk much more about this at Celebration. This is going to go crazy. Gangbusters, big one for 2026. We've redesigned our Be line. We really want to spend some time. There are so many energy drinks going crazy. I have 3 teenagers. I'm constantly nagging them about the ones that they pick up off the shelf. We've redesigned the can. So this is our Beer Energy, is the 100% organic natural vitamins. So you'll see more of our beer developing across the course of the year. And one more functional benefit in that line is an area that we're all very focused on, Beer Brain. Not just for those of us who are getting a little bit older and want to make sure we stay as sharp as we possibly can, but focus, feeling good. Lion's Mane mushrooms. Look it up. See the benefits of Lion's Mane. Cordyceps mushrooms. All tasting this strawberry lemonade with beautiful, clean caffeine, just enough to give you the boost you need without being excessive and causing you problems. That one is also coming 2026. You're going to have the most amazing lineup. Mango's still there, guys. Mango Mimosa's still there. We're just showing you the first one you'll see off the line will be the redesigned Beer Citrus. These are new functional drinks, functional energy drinks that people will love. One of the fastest growing segments in the market are ready to drink. And we want to make sure we don't just bring another drink to the market, but one that has incredible benefits, health benefits, functional benefits that you can enjoy throughout the day and replace any soda, maybe even replace a couple of coffees if you're drinking those with some of these products. So these are going to be a wonderful pack for us across the course of the year. And the foundation that built this company is just getting better and better. One of the big enhancements we've been working on, and we've been taking our time, and many of you tried these, was the upgrade to Isolene Shake, where we're adding MCT oil. So we'll be replacing the current oil we use with MCT oil that has so many health benefits and claims of its own. We've enhanced the taste. Nothing else, all the nutrients, the vitamins, the enzymes, the same whey protein, it's all there. We've just added this incredible formula, incredible MCT oil, and made the taste even better. Or every single flavor, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla of the first 3 that we're releasing in March this year, flavor and taste scores went up significantly. So we're excited about that too. We'll get through the Isolene line, and then we'll get through the plant-based line. So hang in there, guys. We've got it. We're starting with the biggest seller in the company today, and that is our Isolene Shake. So that is also coming in March. It's going to be a very, very busy first quarter, but I want to share something for the back end of the year. Those of you who love a little chocolate, and not, heaven knows we've had too much chocolate over the last few days, that's for sure. So these are not Iso Delights. I would say next level. A little chocolate-coated protein bite with so many more benefits, but you will love those. They'll come in the holiday catalog. They'll be seasonal. They're absolutely knockout delicious. I will say you'll have to hide these from the teens and the kids, because this will be mum and dad's very, very healthy chocolate treat. So that'll be later and kick off the holiday campaign for us in the back end of the year. So that's product. But you know, one of the things that's equally amazing about Isagenix is that we don't just bring great products to market. We bring great ways for people to share those products and earn some extra income, get their products paid for. And that is a huge focus for us. My goal is that all of you who join Isagenix know how to share you +2, them +2, or you share, they share. We call it both. So that anyone who you introduce to Isagenix gets to hear how they too can get their products paid for. So, but we're also introducing some new bonuses and new ways to earn. We introduced the Team Builder bonus. We had a huge promotion around the Team Builder bonus. And if you're doing great in the Team Builder bonus, you're going to continue to do well. So you don't have to worry. We're just going to add a few more layers so that more and more people can earn and get that money sooner on their journey through Isagenix. So new ways to earn. You'll have to be at Celebration to get the first big announcement about more money. And that's what we'll be sharing at Celebration this year. So new ways to earn. Again, get into Isamovie. Lynn Klaus updated her compensation plan video, the big picture. She does an amazing job of really sharing how the compensation works. If you're interested in the business, guys, make it a goal for 2026. Go and watch that video. Go and find You Share, They Share. Learn, understand, just unlock what's available. You never know. So that's the first goal that I would have for any of you interested in getting your products paid for or earning a little bit of extra money with Isagenix. But getting back to the money and the money stories is a big priority for us in 2026 because, again, wonderful products. We do have one of the best comp plans that you could ask for in the industry that we're in. So that's what we've got available. So speaking of money, before we hand over, let's give some more money away. We know how it works. So let's quieten down the chat. Let's get in there and see who's the next winner of another $500. Let's give it a spin, Ryan. Sybil Immel. I'm sure Sybil's here. Okay, let's hold the chat free. Is Sybil on? She's here. I just saw Sybil. That was good. We got it straight out of the gates. Congratulations, Sybil. That's $500. Ryan will reach out to you and that will be put in your next commission check. Wonderful. Congratulations. Okay, so that's a lot we've shared. Great products coming in 2026. Huge event in Phoenix in February, Celebration, new money, more bonuses for all of you here at Isagenix. And there's still a whole lot more. So hang in there. I'm going to come back. I have $3,000 in my back pocket that I'm going to give away at the end of the call. So hang in there, guys. We've got a lot of content to cover, but there's thousands of reasons to stick around. So without further ado, I want to hand over to your VP of Global Sales, Mr. Steve Fox. Well,
thanks, Shaz. And so good to see everybody. Apologies about my voice this evening. I've had a stinker of a cold this last week, and hopefully I'll be good tomorrow. But there was no way I was going to miss tonight's call. I mean, look at that, 1,000 people on, record number of a call tonight. So I think we need to be sprinkling the cash a little more often, Shaz. It drew a crowd, of course. So Sharon shared with you some amazing highlights and new products that we can look forward to in early 2026. But I get to share one with you right now that's going to come out the gate next week almost, so January the 6th. So a few of you have already sampled this and tasted it. It tastes absolutely amazing. But Ryan, let's roll that little clear protein video. So there you go, folks. Clear Protein, January the 6th, a permanent addition to our protein line here at Isagenix. Again, if you scan that QR code, we've already got an amazing suite of shareable assets and videos and cool stuff in there. But again, if you're excited for this one, put it in the chat. I know the last Clear Protein was just an absolute winner with Isagenix, and this one to me is even better. So make sure you go and check that one out. And we all love a giveaway as well and a bundle offer. So there's a limited edition of these. I think we've got about 1,000 of these amazing, cool gym bags. They look so cool. I love the way the team have designed this one. So again, 2 clear proteins and 1 creatine. That will get you the gym bag and the brand new Way to Go shaker cup. Again, that will be going live on January 6th. So first in, best dressed on that one, and they will be flying out the door, as our blankets did with the hot chocolate. Everybody loved them as well. So again, you heard it here first. So make sure you jump on nice and early and grab that while it's hot. Some other exciting things, and just hold it for a second, Ryan, because again, this is going to be an absolutely fan favorite. I know it is. It's the #1 product that we all love. I mean, I take these things every single day. And another reason that you want to be at Celebration, get your tickets, get your bums in those seats, because this is going to be an exclusive for those people in the room. So on Saturday morning, so let me circle back a second. So Sharon went through the Everclean home care line. So that will be launching on Friday, mid-morning, I want to say. Will be available to buy in the store exclusively for those who are in the room at Celebration. We will not be releasing the Everclean home care line for several weeks after our Celebration event. So only those who are going to be at the event in Phoenix will be able to grab their hands on this. Likewise with this next product that I want to share with you as well. So we'll be launching this on Saturday morning. And of course, it wouldn't be an Isagenix event without a share the shop moment. So we've come out with a brand new flavor for you. It's a limited edition flavor, but this is the strawberry guava. You can flick it over, Ryan. There you go. Yummy, looks amazing. Look at that box. The design team have done such a fabulous job with all these new designs. I absolutely love them. So strawberry guava, we'll be giving everyone in the seats in the room one of these to try, and then we'll be releasing it in the store for you at lunchtime as well for that one. So looking forward to the e-shot flavor. So if you love those e-shots, I put one in my mouth every single morning without fail. So look forward to that one. And then swiftly after Celebration in March, we've got our protein crackers, our dill and pickle protein crackers. So something else that you can look forward to just after Celebration closes out the event. So there we go. There's all our products for the start of the year. So we've got a jam-packed January, February, March. But that's not all it is. We've got a 20% kicking off. And I've already seen some of the French Canadians posting this today. You tweaked onto it already. There was a discount in the back office. It's live right now, my friends. So we do have a 20% off discount promotion. So this is for new members, existing members. And then the second week, click over, Ryan, for me. There we go. This will be for new customers only, so new members. That will go till the 12th of January. And this is happening around our Isagenix globe. So if you're in Europe, the Europe team has got this going on. Australia have got the same thing going on as well. But this is live right now. So 20% off is happening right now. So again, the QR code is on the screen for you. Please go and check out these shareable assets. The team do an amazing job for you. But of course, we email our folks, we send SMSs out, but nothing better comes from you when you do it to your team. So help us out and share the message with all your customers. We can have a big, big week before the end of the year with this 20% off. So that's absolutely amazing. And of course, pairing this up with our Kickstart 90 as well. So let's roll the Kickstart 90 video, Ryan. Yeah, amazing stuff. And I can see Dawn on the line. Dawn does an amazing job supporting our Kickstart 90 team. And Dawn had listened to you. You love the T-shirts. So we've brought the T-shirts back. So again, anyone who completes the challenge will receive this Yes You Can Kickstart 90 T-shirt. I know they were an absolute favorite in the past. So again, we love to hear your comments and feedback. So we brought that back for you. So again, make sure you register with Kickstart 90. It is available for you now. And again, what a great time of year to be going out and reaching out to people. I tell you what, I've already indulged really from Thanksgiving right through till Christmas. I cannot wait to go do a 30-day system once the new year starts. So again, jump into that one and have a look at this, guys. Kickstart 90. When anybody comes onto this, we know the retention is so much better. The order size basket is almost double. Look at that, from $168 up to $340 is the average order size basket. So think about that as your BV and your cycles going through your team. It's an amazing tool. It always has been since we launched the inception of IsaBody back in the day. So again, Kickstart 90, absolute winner as well. What else have I got for you today? I promised you on the last big call that we did that I'd be sharing with you the next Isagenix trip for North America and Canada. So it was an absolute favorite when we went in, I think, gosh, it feels like such a long time ago now, February this year. But we're off to Mexico again, to a resort down near Tulum, Riviera Nayarit. So again, this will be kicking off from today, ladies and gentlemen. So again, you think about February, and again, if you're on the East Coast of the USA and you're thinking about that snow, I saw somebody in Ohio, and you want to escape the cold, think about getting your feet in the nice warm sand later on in the year. This is an amazing trip for you to get into. So this year, we've done it slightly different, ladies and gentlemen, because our criteria is going to be really focused around key business building activities. And again, let's flick through to that slide, Ryan, for me. There you go. Thanks, Wade. So again, there's definitely going to be some like leadership development points that you're used to in there as well. But we want to put a real focus in on subscription rewards. So again, if you're on subscription rewards, your team's on subscriptions, you'll be earning points for that. People who play in TBB, people who review their reports, just listening to calls like this and having us register for them, this will earn you points towards these travel incentives going forward. Again, you heard Sharon talking a little bit about it just before, and Ryan's going to go into it a lot more in depth, but our ISA socials have just been absolutely outstanding since we started them in September, and then there were a few in November, a load in December, massive enrollments came through, and I know we've got an absolutely knockout January kicked up for you. So you'll be earning points for opportunity meetings or ISA socials. You'll have to register for them, but again, they will get you points on the travel incentive as well. Again, creating managers, creating consultants, having your team on enrollments. This is going to be a key focus for you guys. So please, please, please make sure you go and check out all of the T's and C's. It's all in the back office for you. It's all in the resource library for you. But again, this is going to be the focus as we step into 2026. And at Celebration, we will be launching a mega trip there. And this is just the start of how these promotions go. We're going to expand on this criteria even more. So again, another reason to be in the seats at Celebration. But we look forward to getting about 100 of you down to Mexico in 2026 with this new criteria, because we just really want to leverage those real key business building activities to absolutely grow your team. So we're excited for that one as well. Here we go. So for those of you who got international teams, Australia is running their trip there, doing exactly the same time as us, exactly the same point criteria. They'll be going off to Thailand. The Mexico guys, again, exactly the same criteria as we're doing. They've got a destination within Mexico as well. So that's cool. The Europe team, they've had several travel destinations just recently, so they've just pivoted a little bit. So for those of you who loved our All-Star perks, they've taken the All-Star perks as well, so they will be doing that in Europe. So again, it's a very similar cadence to what you've just seen on there. So again, you earn points, you earn prizes along the way, but please make sure you go and check out all the international markets trips and criterias. Reach out to Elena and Madison and Mari or Goran in Australia, Marco in Mexico. But there's a lot happening in all our international markets throughout the start of the year. So there you go. What else have I got for you? Yes, the lovely Lara Bryce. So I want to introduce you, Lara. I'm speed talking here because, Lara, you're just the queen of promotions and incentives, and you know how to leverage them. So I asked Lara if she'd jump on with us tonight. She stayed up very late for us. But Lara, looking at that 20% off right now, and thinking about that travel promotion that's just launched today, what would be some of the things that you would do, or how would you get your team set up to really kind of leverage this stuff?
Thanks very much, Steve, or Stephen, as you've put on your little name today. I actually don't know why, but that feels like it was a surprise to me. Is anyone else surprised that his full name is Stephen? That's his Sunday name. So happy holidays, everybody. I'm going to cut to the chase, guys, because you know what? I'm feeling like the numbers on the calls are telling me something. Like, you're not on this call by accident. You're not on this call to get information. You're not on this call to hear about, you know, what I've got to say. You're here because actually something needs to change in 2026. And the reason that I know that is because we've told you that there's an opportunity for you to potentially earn some cash on this call, and you've showed up. So that tells me that actually you're interested in earning a bit of extra money. But do you know what is a much better strategy than relying on luck? You've got to show up for this business. The opportunity that you've got in your hands right now could 10x what you could maybe earn with a little bit of luck on this call. So let's jump in, shall we? And I want you to think about, what do you really want to achieve in 2026? You know, what is that going to look like? Everybody's goals are different. For some of you, it might be that you want an extra 200 bucks consistently every single month. That could be life-changing for your household. For others, it might be that you want 200,000 for the rest of the year. Everybody's different, but you've all got your own unique goals. But the promotions themselves, they're not the goal, right? They're a tool though. And it's about having a strategy behind them, not just knowing what they are, not just knowing how it all works or how you can get 20% off. It's about taking this now and going, okay, I'm going to absolutely smash the life out of 2026. And I'm going to start with these tools that are on this call. Does that sound good? Write in the chat box if that sounds good. Are we ready? Are you going to be taking all of this information and putting it onto a team call? There's no point being here just for the opportunity, the potential that you might earn a bit of extra cash on the wheel of fortune. This is about actually taking all this information now, booking in your team calls and going, right, guys, what is the plan? So let's go through a few of my top tips. Are we ready? So tip number one, this isn't going to work if we're just going to post about the offers. We're all a bit smarter than that, right? We know that actually just taking a graphic, putting it on social media, that's a little bit 2012, okay? We've got to go into 2026 with big energy and not just be relying on a little bit of hope, okay? Messaging your existing customers or messaging potential customers and being like, hey, there's a 20% off promo. It's that we're better than that, guys. I'm not saying there's not a place for those things, but we've got to think out of the box here. Now, we've spoke about it a lot on this call already, and it's kind of been a continual message, but it's truth. Like where it's at right now is community. People are crying out there for community. I think we're done a little bit with social media. We're done with remote working. We want to see people in person. And I have to give a shout out to everybody because I know that we've got, I think, nearly 40 ISA socials booked for January, which is absolutely sensational. I know Eureka on this call, she's in Australia. She held an incredible social at the weekend. She did an Aloha themed event. She did bingo. Like, that is where it's at, guys. That's the value. That's the juice. You know, I love that word. That's the juiciness that we need. It's not just about using the promos to try and sell to people. It's about creating an environment where people feel like they don't want to ever leave. They can see that actually you're adding value. You care about them. Think about it. If you walked into a store and someone came up to you before you'd even started browsing and said, hey, I've got 20% off today, or hey, you know, come and check out this new product, you'd be like, just give me a minute. You know, I want to browse a little bit. So we've got to let people have the space and the time to start browsing at what you have to offer. Okay, so how can we get people to come and take a look at what you've got? So this would be my top tips. First one, ISA socials. We know that they are working. The results speak for themselves. Host one, like there is 1,000 people on this call. Okay, yes, we've got 40 socials booked in, but what does that tell me? That tells me that 960 of you still need to book your social in place. Now, it might be scary. You might be thinking, okay, I don't even know where to get started. I get that. Everybody's at a different level. But why not then reach out to people who are in your town, use Isagenix Business Facebook group, like say, hey, look, who's in my town? Who would like to collaborate with me? Or maybe reach out to somebody who's already booked a social and say, hey, can I come along? Can I bring a couple of friends? You are not alone. You have got one team here. Would you all agree we are one team and we want to work together? Put in the chat box now, where do you live? So everybody can see where everybody is based. You can connect with people who are literally on your doorstep and collaborate on a fun event. But maybe you don't want to do a social, right? Maybe you don't want to do anything too formal. Let's talk about walk and talks. I'm seeing them everywhere now. People just want to talk to people. We are missing it. It can be as simple as that. It doesn't have to be this big, massive, glamorous event. You know, talking about the New Year reset. Okay, people, they want the new year, new me and all that. Why don't we go for a hike? Why don't we have a little healthy brunch or a bake-off competition? There is so much that you can do that people would be interested in, that can bring people together. And it's natural. People are interested at this time. You don't have to lead with the sale. You lead with value. And then when you're having these conversations, that's when you talk about the promo. Oh, by the way, do you know that I've got a business within health and well-being? Or by the way, do you know that I'm doing this Kickstart 90 program? It's a real natural way to talk about the promo without it sounding icky. Am I making sense? Okay. And it's fun as well. Like, who wouldn't want to get all your friends together and have a bit of a social? Vision boards, goal setting workshops. You know, it doesn't have to be necessarily health and fitness focused. Why don't you do something that aligns with like goal setting intentions for 2026? That's something that you could do virtually as well as in person, or maybe even hybrid. And again, by the way, okay, I noticed on your vision board that you're looking for an extra way to earn an additional income stream. By the way, do you know what I do? We've got this incredible incentive running at the moment as well, where on top of commission, you can actually run for a holiday. This is the best possible time to be joining. Is this making sense? It's easy, right? You can even say, hey, I just saw that you wanted more holidays in 2026. Well, would you believe it? I've got this incredible online business, and actually you can win a holiday. It's a good job that we had this conversation. So much easier than, you know, sending the message and then just hoping that you're going to get a response. These promotions are not just for you to be running for. They are an attraction tool to be, you know, showing people like there's more to this business than just the commission. Again, people want the fun element, and the holidays are definitely that. So I think I've covered that one. And then the other one that I've seen that I think if I was back in the field, I would definitely be doing this. I've not personally tried this, but somebody actually managed to get me on a call with this. So it got my attention. I got onto a call where somebody told me that I was going to learn all about AI. And it was a free masterclass. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Free value. I was interested. I'm in the online space. So I showed up. Of course, within there was a little bit of a sell. You know, they were selling me a service, but I didn't mind because they were giving me so much value. So why not, instead of hosting like an opportunity meeting, you could host a masterclass, talk about how you earn money online. If you feel like you're not at that level yet, you've not either earned enough or you don't feel confident to, why not have a guest? Invite one of the Isagenix millionaires. In fact, if there's any platinums on this call now, would you just make yourself seen in the chat box? Because I'm quite sure you'd be willing to work as a one team, member of the community. Would you get on one of these calls and give your testimonial? Talk about how you're earning money online, what money you've earned so far, what was your strategy? And then at the very end of that call, you can say, okay, guys, by the way, guess what? If you would like to come and take a look at what we've got business-wide, we've got an incredible promotion right now where actually the products that you will need to get started, because you'll need to have your own product experience, you'll need to have them in your social media, we can offer you 20% off this week. You see how it works? So it's not just about going in with the sale, it's value, value, value. You're finding out what's relevant for them, and then you're presenting them with the 20% off. But then in addition to that, we want to think ahead. We don't just want to be thinking about January. We want the whole of 2026 to be successful. So this is what I would personally do. And Sharon, while she will back me up all the way, she knows that this is what me and my husband used to do when we was in the field. We would never, ever just go with the 30-day resets. We would be like ultimate packs all day long. And the reason that we would leave with like the ultimate packs or even bigger packs than that is because we would say, look, guys, you're going to be on this journey now for a couple of months. So you might as well buy all of your products at a cheaper rate. You're actually doing them a favor by telling them that. So make sure that you're actually leveraging the promo to give them not money off, but actually to have more products. Is that making sense? Like, you want to say, okay, let's get as many of the products in now whilst the promotion is running, and sell it as like a whole 90-day reset. Sell them into Kickstart 90 as well. And actually you're coming from a really good place because you're saving them money in the long run. And then also think about, do your customers know each other? Because if your customers don't know each other, that's not a community, okay? And we're all about community. How can you connect your customers, not just your team? So it's about also organizing events for your customers and have a bit of a schedule. Like what does January look like? What does February look like? Is there hikes? Is there swimming? Is there online fitness challenges? There's so much you can do, which again is just adding value. And that's where the retention is going to come in as well. And then you can stack the promos and the bonuses. So I used to do this all the time. I know some of you are really good at this. So the product savings that we've got, of course, you've got the 20% off. I also have to shout out Amy Yeager. She does this incredibly well. She'll always start at like the guest price and then say, if you have subscription reward, you get the 25% off. So, you know, you think that it's just the 20% off that we're selling. It's not. Like, actually, this is a massive discount in comparison to our guest price. So show people like actually how much money they're saving. But then in addition to that, you can create your own packs. Utilize the fact that my pack and the 20% off work together. You know, I used to build massive packs and I would actually end up having orders that were much bigger, not smaller for the customer. It would be all about, okay, how can I give them extra products? And sometimes I would even say, look, you've got a free collagen. Now, it wouldn't necessarily be that they've got the free collagen, but the savings that the promos had on the total amount, it would be as if they had the free products. So it's all about how you position it to the customer as well. And then introduce the business, you know, just say, look, guys, who's got friends that wants to join at the same time, and wrap in that to the promotion. So talk about the money off that they can get with the promotions that they're running. But then in addition to that, they can get their products paid for if they're utilizing the compensation plan. And then you can start talking about the holidays and any other incentives. Does this make sense? Like, it's one big juicy promotion that you can leverage. It's not just the 20% off. It's not just a holiday. Like, you can stack all of this together and package it beautifully. This is what you should be focused on talking about in your opportunity meetings, on your socials, not just the normal compensation plan. Like, I would get excited about the whole shebang. You can tell, look at my energy. Like, I'm genuinely excited. And this is the type of energy that you should have going into 2026, because if you're excited about coming on this call with the potential of maybe earning a bit of extra cash, just imagine what you could do if actually you really ran with it. And that's it from me. Good luck, everybody.
Oh, so good, Lara. So good. We'll have to get you on the next call because we need to expand on that even greater. So we'll definitely get a call with Lara going in early January as well. And I love Eureka as well. She's got so many cool little events happening already. 6 team events booked, bingo events, lots of team stuff, community stuff. Love it, Eureka. We miss the Aussies down there as well. So good on you. But Lara, how about we draw another $500 and we'll keep the call rolling. So Ryan, let's spin that wheel, mate. And Lara, I'll let you read out the lucky name.
Monique Kussman, are you on the call?
All right, Monique, you have to put your name in the chat if you're here.
Should we do a countdown? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm nervous. 3, 2,
right, Ryan,
1.
get ready.
Monique.
Let's go. Let's go.
Spin again. Yes, next. Fingers crossed. Jacinda Walker.
I can see Cindy Walker said, I am here. Is that Cindy Walker? Is Jacinda Walker?
Oh, there you go.
Congratulations.
Yes, Cindy Walker. She's there, Ryan. Cindy Walker. I am Jacinda.
All right. Good on you, Cindy.
Amazing. Well,
all right. So with that, again, congratulations on our cash prize winners thus far. We've got one more for you, and then Sharon's going to be giving away $1,000, 3 lots of $1,000 before we just wrap up the call. So stick with us till the end. We'll go nice and quick now. So Ryan, quickly, ISA Socials, mate. You've been behind the scenes all this time, hitting the slides and the music, but I know you've got some insights to our ISA Socials, right?
Let's do it. All right. Okay, guys, so we have got a lot happening with these ISIS socials. These have been huge. Do you guys see the numbers right here? Do you see what these are doing for people's businesses? And let me remind you, take a look at these photos, you guys. Can you believe that is what they call work? That looks like a party. They're hanging out with their friends. You guys, that's what an ISIS social is. We saw enrollments for September ISIS socials go up 52%. In November, we jumped up 39%. And you guys, in December, in the ISIS socials that we ran the first part of the month, up 84%. You guys, these ISIS socials are flying, and we want to encourage you all to host your very own ISIS socials. Now, here's what's really cool. Another reason you might want to think about doing one of these are everyone who said yes, is you guys, we are amping up the game for our events here in January. These are the ISIS socials I grabbed. We actually have more that even came up on the website over the last couple days. So they are growing, but check out those fancy little bags down in the left-hand corner. So this is so cool, you guys. We are actually, when you have your ISIS social, your event registered on the ARE site, when someone brings 2 guests, right, they will get one of these awesome Wellness Club bags. They're canvas. They're amazing. Our friends over in the UK, they went ahead, Europe, they went ahead and made this happen for their events. They're like, guys, everyone loves these bags. And we're like, well, let's do it. Let's give them some bags. So take advantage of these events. They're happening all around the country. And in case you didn't catch that little piece Steve was talking about, if you want to put your toes in the sand and go enjoy Mexico, one of the requirements is that you host at least 2 events. So make sure you get yours scheduled, you guys. We are so excited about these events. They're going to be so much fun, and they're super easy. But don't take it from me. I got to thinking, we were talking about these events as a team, and we've had some people really take advantage of these events and run with them. They've grabbed it by the reins, and they've just absolutely taken off with these events. And so we grabbed one of our event rock stars, and I said, hey, would you mind jumping on and sharing just a little bit about what you do? Because she does it so well, you guys. She does it so natural. She's always hosting parties or hanging out with people. And she's just a lot of fun to be around. She actually flew all the way here to Arizona to come take part in an ISIS social that we had earlier in the year. So I would love to bring on Carla Hurd. Carla, I am so grateful that you're on tonight. You're an absolute rock star. Thanks for joining.
Hey, hi, everybody. What an exciting call. This is great.
So, you guys, this has been absolutely amazing. So, Laura talked about how, we've all on this call. We saw the money we're giving away. There's a lot of opportunity. But here's the thing. The biggest opportunity lies here with Isagenix and what we have to share. So, Carla, when we were talking on the phone earlier, we were like, listen, events are the easiest way. You were selling me on events before just even the 5 minutes you were talking. But these events are huge, you guys. These are the best ways to grow your business. And so Carla has a unique strategy about how to tackle these events. So I said, Carla, let's break it down. Let's give them the 411 on all things events. And let's start with the basics, because I really think the way you approach events is completely unique. I've never heard anyone approach events this way. And I think it's a great way to do it. So Carla, you said start with the who, and I don't mean the band. Right. You have a different approach. So Carla, can you jump in here on what you mean when you say start with the who? What's our step 1 that you take towards events?
Yeah. So, okay. I say start with who. That's a person. All right. I say that because it just adds a different element. And I'm going to explain. So first, I want you to think about who you would like to do an event with. Now, if it's just you and you pick the day and you pick the time and you pick the theme and the venue, that's fine, right? But we are not just fine. We want to be great. So align with somebody else, maybe an associate in your downline who's ready to grow, maybe a brand new customer who's really excited, maybe a brand partner who has a brick and mortar that we can support, like a boutique, a little sip and shop, or maybe a friend that has a complimentary product or service. You guys can align. So start with who you want to work with first and call them and get the excitement and the energy going for your event together. Then after you pick the who, then like together, you guys are going to pick the day and the theme and the venue. All of that stuff is going to fall into place. This who, this person, starts as a launch pad, because you already have somebody that said yes, somebody that's going to bring the energy with you, somebody that's excited with you, somebody that's going to do half the work. I mean, let's face it, we could use some help in that, right? You're still going to facilitate. It's still going to be an Isagenix event, but starting with that one person makes a big, big, big difference. It's double the people too that you're going to be able to influence. So start with who.
I love that, Carla. And I love that you said the person, because I feel like so many times people get caught up in the events. They're like, oh my gosh, it has to be this huge party, but it really doesn't. If you've got 1 or 2 people coming and you're really focused and you're getting them to say yes, that is a massive success, especially when you talk about consistency. But consistency is a lot easier to do when you keep it simple and you keep it fun, right? I mean, we talk about these events, and I feel like even when I'm on a coaching call with someone, I feel like the first roadblock I hit with them is, oh my gosh, I can't do all that. But that's not how you approach it, and that's not how you coach your team, right?
No, I want it to be simple. And you guys, here's the thing, is I've just seen it happen way too many times, where people get really into the details and things get really fancy and complicated. Now, listen, there's a time and a place for that, because through the ISA socials, I saw a lot of really cool things that people have done. So there's a time and a place for those super cool ice cubes. Those ice cubes, they dang near killed me this weekend trying to serve them to people. They're so awesome. They're so beautiful, right? But they took my time, my money, my shopping, making them and all of that. And it wasn't quite as important as I thought it was going to be. So I want, like, important to offer our products to people. So I want to encourage you to keep it simple. Open up your pantry. What do you have in there that you can offer? An Isagenix Isoline bar goes a long way. So does 1 can of Isagenix Via. It goes a very long way. Buy smaller cups, okay? They'll never know. Don't buy the big cups. You can get 5 shots out of 1 collagen elixir. So just grab a few things that you have in your pantry and offer that as a sample. The other thing is, I would love for you guys to keep these actual social events. So no more ESOLs, no more PowerPoints. Again, there's a time and a place for those things, but for you to get going and get on this train of momentum, just keep it nice and simple, very social, and also comfortable. So what if you had a slippers? Wait, what did I say? I told you this earlier, a sexy slippers sip and shop. What if you had that? Wouldn't that be so great? And everybody just came in their slippers. That theme says comfortable. And if you're going to do that, and you're going to make it social, and you're going to make it comfortable, make sure that you promote it and market it that way, so that they know people will be a lot more apt to attend if they know that it's going to be like that. They won't feel like it's going to be so much pressure. Would you want to go to an event where you could wear your sexy slippers? Or would you want to go to an event where you have to sit in the living room and watch a PowerPoint? Now think about that. Would you rather go to an event where you can sit around a dining room table and just maybe munch on some protein crackers and maybe put them on as croutons instead of croutons? Like, wouldn't you rather do that? So what would you like to do? And make sure that those are the kind of events that you're doing. Also, the other way to make reason to keep it simple is because we want to be duplicatable. We really do. Again, there's a time and a place for these really cool, fancy things that some of the leaders are doing. I do them too, other places, but we need to be duplicatable. So your who, getting back to that, can also be a third person, somebody that you are growing with, who can come along and watch you do your event and watch how simple words are used by you, and watch how simple things are used by you, so that they can go home and do the exact same thing next Thursday. They have a bar in their pantry. They have a can of Bia that they can share. So that's another reason to keep it simple, is because it's the easiest way to be duplicatable. Too much is too much.
I love that, Carla. And also, I love the whole sexy slippers sip and shop. Tommy Chapa, I better get invited to your sexy slipper party. That's all I'm going to say. I saw a whole bunch of different things, protein and PJs, some great ideas out there for some great events. And Laura even said it, right? Walk and talks. Like, it can be very simple, you guys. Like, you can just keep this easy. These events are all about connecting. And that's one thing you mentioned to me on the phone. Now, I love that you said duplication, because when we talked about that, we said, okay, when people join, they come to these events, they learn what it's all about. It's natural, right? They're more to have an event because they've come through an event. But one thing you talked about that I loved, and when we were chatting before this call a little bit, was, okay, listen, we want this to be duplicatable. We want people to want to do this. We want this to be something that they enjoy. So it's all about bringing that energy, bringing that fun, right? Keeping it simple is going to help you do that. So I really would love you just to kind of, in the season that we're in, throw a bow on it, not to be too corny here.
Wrap it up.
Let's throw a little bow on this and really help someone get started with these events.
Okay, so you guys are going to start with your who. You've probably already thought of that person. Okay, so as soon as the call's over with, you can connect with them, and then you guys can start planning your event. Events are energy, and in-person events bring so much energy. You can do in 90 minutes, a 90-minute event, you can do in that event what you're trying to do through Messenger that might take you weeks. Have you guys messaged somebody and you're messaging and it takes maybe 3 weeks to get them to finally say yes? Well, you can get that done in 90 minutes at an event with more than one person at a time too. It's not so defeating. And the events that are so energetic and so much fun, like if somebody joins through an event, they are going to hold events to follow, right? So if they come on through an event, they're going to hold events to follow. I came on through an event. That's why I love events. People can see your passion at an event, and they get a sense of the community also. Guys, I was coming from a company I was in for 23 years when I joined 8 years ago, and that's the first thing I saw at this event that I was at in person is all the community. I was like, why are all these people here? What is going on? Do they know me? I mean, I wanted to be a part of these people. My husband leaned over and said, these are good people. So, I mean, they need to see that community, and they can't see that through the messenger. So the events bring the energy. You have the right people there. You align with the right people to get your event going. You keep it simple. You keep it fun. You can add a little fun element. I love all the ideas coming through in the chat. Keep them going. And then you bring the energy and the passion. People who joined through an event are likely to do more. Also, I have noticed that because they get that bug of excitement and energy, like they go home singing at the top of their lungs, even if the radio's not on. So you want that, and you want that for your team. Your events are also opportunities to pat your team on the back and give them a little bit of recognition. They really check all of the boxes. I just want to say, here's the bow, okay? When you start with the who, you keep it simple, you lead with energy, and your event stops being a presentation. It's at that point that it becomes a community. And it's just so good for us as leaders, and it's so good for the people that are there. And it's ultimately good for the community, even if they don't join our team at that time. They just were at an Isagenix feel-good event. You can facilitate those with the right people. And guys, you can do it as soon as next Thursday because you're going to keep it simple.
Oh, I love this. Well, I want to thank you, Carla. I saw, it was so great. As you were talking, I saw the words community. I saw hearts flying up. People were saying connection. So you guys, being together is what it's all about. We're going to do that in February as a big company. We've got these events happening all across the United States and in Canada even. You guys, this is so much fun. We want you guys to host these events. I hope Carla has inspired you. But Carla, I think what we should do real quick before we pass it over to Sharon, let's give away a little bit of money. What do you think,
Okay.
Carla? I want you to maybe let you give away $500 here.
Seriously? Okay, I will. Let's do it. Spin the wheel, Ryan.
Guys, here we go. Carla's gonna spin a $500 wheel here. Let's see what we get.
Roll the spinny thingy.
All right, who's it gonna be?
What if I win?
Wouldn't that be magical?
That would be so funny.
Jean Blankenship.
Jean Blankenship. Yay!
Let's
Jean,
see.
are you here?
Oh, I see Jean is on the call. I see you, Jean. All right, Jean is on the call. Congratulations, Jean. Awesome job. Well, I want to thank you, Carla. You have been absolutely amazing, you guys. Really, keep it simple. Have fun with the events. The big thing is get it done. Done is better than perfect any day of the week. All right. Well, time to wrap up this call. You've all been waiting for this amazing big giveaway from our incredible CEO. Sharon's got $3,000 burning a hole in her pocket, and she wants to give it to 3 lucky winners. So, Sharon, should we give some money away and wrap this up?
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Ryan. And thanks so much, Carla. I love seeing your daughter on the chat telling you, Mom, your hair looks great. Come on over to Florida and do some events and visit her. So that's awesome. Look, I know we've gone long and I've got $3,000 to give away. Guys, we updated your website recently. The new quiz is live. The new quiz to walk your customers through is excellent. The team have done an outstanding job. Go and check that out. If you want to walk people through what pack to get, the new quiz is outstanding. So before we hand the money away, 2026, as we walk into the new year, let's set some goals. You share, they share. Understand the compensation plan. All of these amazing products are coming to your business, and you can help people not only get their hands on them, but learn how to get them paid for, and maybe, as Lara said, improve their position. Okay, so thank you so much. Brand new criteria. Get under those ISA socials. You've got to have 2 in-person events to qualify for that trip. And as Steve said, coming out of that first trip, we want to teach you that criteria because we've got an even bigger and better one coming out of Celebration, guys. So as that trip winds up, there'll be an even bigger and better one with many, many different steps and ways to win. But you've got to get your head around that criteria. So make sure you get in and go for it, regardless of whether you win this trip or not. Okay, $3,000. We're going to give $1,000 away right now. $1,000. You are troopers. You've hung in on the call. We started late and you're still here with us. So let's spin the wheel, Ryan, for $1,000.
Building that suspense.
Okay, Joni Dumoulin. Joni. Is Joni on the call? She's there. I can see her straight up. Well done, Joni. You were quick. And the biggest prize winner so far, $1,000 to Joni. So congratulations. Are we ready to go again?
Here we go.
Pam Bruce. Is Pam Bruce still with us on the call? Let's see, Pam. Yay, we're scoring straight away. Okay, the last $1,000 of the night. The last $1,000. Maybe if you haven't got a ticket to Celebration, maybe this is the way to get there. Let's see. Dawn Murray. Dawn, can we get 3 out of 3? Dawn Murray.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. 3 out of 3. Fantastic. Guys, thank you so much. We want to see you all at Celebration. Lara Paul Bryce, exceptional sales trainer. She'll be hosting those on the All Associates calls throughout 2026. We'd love to see you on all the calls moving forward. And you never know what surprises we'll bring to each call. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful new year and look forward to a fabulous 2026 together. Good night, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hay toda clase de artistas, los que inspiran, los que brindan alegría, y su trabajo puede cambiar el mundo. Y aquí, en Isagenix, estamos creando otra clase de arte, porque para nosotros, el bienestar es una mezcla artística de ciencia y naturaleza, de salud y abundancia, y de la pasión y el entusiasmo eterno por la vida. Las personas son nuestro lienzo. Somos una comunidad global, con la misión de inspirar, motivar y vivir una vida más saludable. Hemos reunido a algunos de los artistas más talentosos en su ramo. Podemos encontrar formas sencillas de ayudarte a verte mejor, sentirte mejor